Hello and welcome to our final round coverage from the 2018 Ledgestone Insurance Open presented by Discraft. We've got the chase card from Eureka Lake today. Big Sexy commentary with you again, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
And we have Gregg Barsby, Garrett Gurthie, Kevin Jones, Emerson Keith, as you can see there. All players who are having phenomenal seasons. Garrett Gurthie really bringing out some of that old form that we used to see from him this season. He's been playing really well. This course is going to be really exciting to watch these guys attack.
Yeah, hole one especially. Par 4, 633 feet straight ahead over the water. Big downhill on the earthen dam there. So as you throw your turnover or your forehand, you really need to be careful that you're not going all the way to the bottom of the hill where there is OB and also a very long upshot.
Yeah, most of these players are...
off the tee box from Grass Valley, California, Gregg Barsby.
And Gregg's not like one of the larger players in tour in terms of actual size, but can get up there with distance with anybody. I mean, really any guy at the top of the open field chase card, these guys can all crush. Distance is not an issue for any of these players.
That's a great shot. Yeah, he's not big in actual size, but heart size.
Oh, man.
I mean, he's there.
Top 5. Now, in terms of actual distance, this next guy.
From
Top
Greenwood,
5.
Arkansas,
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Jones.
Okay. And that's true for if it was going to be Garrett Gurthie or Kevin Jones. I thought Garrett Gurthie was next. Well, this is a player that we've all seen a lot from this year. That was to be expected. We all kind of saw Kevin Jones blossom last year, come out, be on the lead card at the USDGC, and young player, guy with all the talent and potential in the world.
Ooh, rocket ship.
Yeah, and he just smokes the disc. We were talking about how difficult it is to throw it long out of bounds. He could.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the
From
few
Denton,
guys that
Texas.
actually could.
Emerson Keith.
Let's go, Emerson!
Emerson played in 72 PDGA tournaments last season.
No, he didn't.
Gotta
Can we get a fact checked? Is that true?
Got to be some kind of record.
Did he really play in 72 PDGA events last year?
Why would I make that up?
I don't know, because you tend to say things that are pretty fantastic.
He definitely did.
My
That's a
God.
big drive. He's going to be happy with that.
Next off the tee from Gainesville, Florida, Garrett Gurthie.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh,
Oh, no.
Guthrie on him again.
Oh, that's definitely not the way you pronounce Garrett's last name, but it's happened before. It'll happen again.
Oh.
And this has got a lot of turn. This could be making its way towards out of bounds.
I think it is.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
A little too much Anheuser there. And that's tough because he's got to play for some really loose gravel now. Like, it's a long shot, and the footing is pretty sloppy.
It's still preferable to throwing it in the water where the drop zone is incredibly punitive and very long from the pin.
Yes.
This is much more savable for.
Oh, yeah.
And look at that. Garrett has put it up there for his par. Excellent recovery shot.
Here's Emerson from the bottom of the hill.
And this is kind of interesting. When you think about disc golf stereotypes, I would say most people would probably picture a tall, skinny, lanky kind of fellow. And especially for a group of top-tier distance players like this card has.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are all 5'9" and shorter. Like, Gregg has got to be the tallest guy on the card, and he's not necessarily a tall person.
Yeah, you might be right.
It's pretty interesting to see these guys that just, with such great timing, that they can use their entire athleticism into the shot. And it's Emerson Keith, again, 5'7" maybe.
Yeah.
He's got all 550 feet of distance.
Oh, yes. What a putt. I love the SloMez there. Stepping through, hitting high. That's a great birdie. Gregg with an easy birdie. Gotta hope the weather holds. He doesn't have to put that hood up.
And Garrett with a nice save, and Kevin will have about 4 feet for his birdie.
Nice. Hole 2 is another par 4, 615 feet breaking to the right. You've got OB rope on the right side, OB water left. The drive you want to play in next to these two small trees, even up to the right if possible, and you've got a very straight, low ceiling shot to the green. Everything's sloping towards the water, and the water is not more than 4 or 5 meters from the basket, so super technical and difficult par 4. Gregg is going with the forehand. This is a little too high.
Yeah, it's going to hit that high ceiling there. Fortunately, drops down safe.
Wow.
Wow. Closer than it looked from the tee. But that's in bounds.
And Kevin. Good low delivery. Oh, just a little bit too much Anheuser. Catches the next tree. And hopefully that rolled off the trunk just a little bit. Going to be tough either way from there, though.
I'm excited to watch Emerson play today. I've seen him have a ton of really great finishes in the last 2 seasons, and it's just one of those guys that I don't know. It's I'm just curious to see how he attacks the course because we haven't actually had the opportunity to play that many rounds together.
Yeah, I've seen him definitely put up some good numbers though.
Yeah, a younger player.
And Garrett again, a little too much ante on second shot in a row, but this is really overstable, so maybe it was just right. I mean, so it's down left a little more than I think he wants, but it's not too bad.
And Barsby's going to go back door.
Oh my god!
Over the house of the Anheuser. What an incredibly risky shot here. And
what an animal.
Inside circle 2. It's going to be a scary putt to run from there with the water's edge pretty close by, but that's still an incredible effort from there.
Oh no.
Oh, sit.
Yes.
Okay.
He must have sat.
Yeah, that feeling as soon as it comes out of your hand, you can see it's the left side of the tree. That's bad news.
Yeah, there's a lot of places on this course where you can find the lake.
And there's out of bounds on all 18 holes out here. This is like there's no time from when you have your name called to the time that you're shaking your card mate's hands that you ever feel like you're in a comfortable place that you can't go out of bounds.
Yeah. This is looking like a great flex shot.
Oh, yeah, great angle. And
ooh, funny little reaction. Don't do too much rolling.
Oh, come on. That is so unfortunate.
Ah, that's terrible.
What a horrible break. That was a great-looking effort there from Emerson.
It got a weird reaction, like it didn't get any skip, hit a root or something.
Oh.
But that's the tough thing about you going to go with a slope and right next to the water. I mean, it does make for compelling golf, I guess, but also you get some of that happening, and that nobody likes seeing that.
And great approach shot from Kevin, putting it up there for his par.
Oh, Gregg's running towards the water with that one.
And that's, I think he probably had already decided when he had gone for that approach shot that he was going to be going for birdie.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of ground to make up being here on the second card, wants to come out charging, put on some pressure. Yeah,
and AJ, speaking of trying to make a run there, and that's the par putt is off the top there for Emerson. The lead card is playing some phenomenal golf. I mean, AJ Risley has played great golf all the way through, and there's 3 charging players right behind him. If these guys want to make a shot at the title, they're going to have to bring a fast start, and they're going to have to bring a lot of birdies.
Fast start, fast finish.
That's right.
All day.
Yep. The midsection, it can be slow.
Maybe.
Yeah, but if the start and finish is good, then that's all that really matters.
Hole 3, par 3, 260 feet up the middle. Plenty of pine trees here. OB on the left. Really, any tree hit here, you are so scared that the thing is going straight OB. You see it all the time. Hopefully these guys can avoid it today. You're either going to see backhand up the middle, forehand flex, or there's been some rumors that Garrett's taken some kind of hyzer line.
Yeah,
He's vented a line.
There's a backhand hyzer line. It's not the greatest line, but...
Well, what really is?
No, don't know.
That looks great.
Yeah, and
Slow
that's
down.
a nice...
That's a perfect shot, avoids all the trees, finds the edge of the circle. He's definitely going to be happy with that.
And this is Garrett's Rock 3 that he's been leaning heavily on this season, and...
He does do that. That's great.
The backhand hyzer route's there, man.
Nice shot from Garrett.
Barsby, I'd say one of the easily top 5 sidearms of all time.
Agreed.
And he's in my top 5 sidearm book.
Yeah, I'd put him there, right in the book.
Kind of surprised he didn't go for the hyzer line because he's a really excellent hyzer line thrower, but
He might have thrown like a
yeah.
OB for Emerson. Gregg's the type of guy who could maybe even go like a mid-range up the middle.
yeah, he's got the touch for that. Emerson with a really unfortunate kick there. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, good. Dodges the trees there. That was very risky. He needs to be a little bit farther than that, I think, to make that shot as safe as possible, but no harm done. And Gregg up to the basket. Should have an easy par. Kevin for birdie. He's been putting fantastic.
Yeah, obviously that's the biggest change I'd say is the consistency on the green for him has skyrocketed this season.
Garrett for birdie.
And when this guy's putting well, I mean, who isn't great when they putt well?
Yeah,
But this guy really is.
he's going to have a putt on every hole.
Yeah, right. Emerson saves his bogey. That's back-to-back bogeys for Emerson. He's going to need to right the ship early.
And Gregg to save par. He'll do that. Hole 4, par 3, downhill, coming in at 423 feet. You've got the option of a straight at it mid-range or putter, or kind of a low, slight hyzer play, trying to bring it in late towards the pin. You got OB on the right side the whole way, and some pretty nasty rough on the left if you go in early. I think we're going to see most of these guys go with that mid-range. Just try to slide the disc down towards the screen. If you're short at all, you really can't run it. It's super, super scary.
I feel like this is one of the more unique holes
Yeah.
on the course. I can't really picture another hole like this one specifically
I like
anywhere
it.
else.
I like it. It's a fun challenge. I think it's one of the better holes on the property.
I wouldn't necessarily mind if the out of bounds wasn't there on the right side. I think that it has all the challenge that it needs, just being the shot is so difficult to execute. But, the out of bounds definitely adds a huge extra challenge.
Gregg gets inside. This might even be a driver.
Yeah, it looked like an eagle or something.
Hyzering a little bit early. Should be an easy enough layup. See if Emerson can hit the line. Needs to flex.
If that gets overstable, that could be a pretty good route. But that is not going to make it. I like that line if you throw something that has some nice low speed fade, but that just didn't ever quite make it. And this shot is so scary because the out of bounds on the right side. Garrett's done a good job to keep the anhyzer on it the whole way. Look at that touch there, and no.
Oh, good.
Okay.
The angle control was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a really touchy shot there. The distance is just so hard to get right because you're going downhill the whole way, and you almost have to go over a hill too.
Yeah.
It's very tricky.
Ooh, the little roller. That's a putt. Scary putt though.
You finished off in the wood.
Is this where that's where that was?
That looked like it was going to be way further.
I thought he was way closer than that. Never mind. No putt at all.
Yeah.
And Gregg's got that look in his eye.
Oh, yeah, he does. Wow. Yeah, his game plan is very clear.
Yeah.
Through 4 holes, we've seen that he is on attack mode right now.
Emerson to save par. Just a little piece of the basket. He'll have about a 20-footer left.
Yeah, with that blocker tree there, that's an impressive run. But
And this is what Gregg's got left to save his par after that aggressive play. Close.
Don't.
Good effort.
Okay, it didn't roll.
Emerson up and in.
3 bogeys in a row. And it's just like this course is just such an onslaught of bogeys. It just seems they come at you fast and furious. Not that you would know, but I'm telling you, I'm an expert in this, and there are bogeys to be had everywhere.
I've been told for sure.
Some swirly vultures.
huge thanks to our presenting sponsor of this event, Discraft. They just do an amazing job getting everything together for this place with the raffles, and just the whole event itself is really well taken care of.
Definitely. A support of St. Jude. It's really a good package. Hole 5, par 3, 476 feet over the baseball field. OB obviously long as well. Super touchy shot. You've got to go with a huge hyzer and just put it on the perfect weight, or else you're going to go OB short or long, and you're going to go to a drop zone and probably take a 5. Garrett's throwing this so high. If I tried to throw that high,
jeez,
I would be 100 short. He's just
oh my
running
goodness, what a animal!
Great shot.
Kevin going with a more traditional low line, just a screaming hyzer over the fence.
bucket.
Yeah, wow. 2 shots inside the circle on the second hardest hole in the course. Hole 4, third hardest hole. The hole coming up, the hardest hole in the course.
Wow.
This is a stretch right now. If you can avoid bogey, you're going to be making up strokes on 90% of the field.
But not this card. Oh no. I thought for sure that was over. I thought we were seeing our third one in the circle.
Yeah, it was a good looking line, just a bit too short.
These Discraft banners are pretty sweet.
Yeah, they did these are all new, so they've been working. I'm trying to get some stuff together.
Emerson, big hyzer. No. Safe.
What
Off the pole, but at
break.
least it's safe. At least it's safe.
I mean, my heart kind of goes out to him right now. I mean, that roll that he got on hole 2 and then
Yep.
hitting the pole there.
It was going to be there. It was going to be to the pin.
Yeah, it was a great shot. And that's exactly how you have to throw this drop zone shot. It has to be tight. Didn't quite put enough on it. I thought he had enough distance to get there, but that's going to leave him 35 feet for his bogey.
Ooh, Emerson with a nice run at that long birdie putt.
No, it's going to be a
Ouch.
5 for Gregg. And just, you have to commit so much to this tee shot because you know that if you don't, a 5 is more likely than a 4. It's a very difficult up and down. And a great birdie for Garrett. 1 down and last 2 is saying a lot.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Kevin is well in for birdie. 2 great drives. And Emerson has this left for par. Easy enough. And Gregg gonna have to settle for double bogey. This is such a tough course to try to be like, I'm going attack mode.
Yeah.
The chances are the course is not going to allow that.
Typically the flying P once again. Yeah, typically the best scores are coming in from people who are able to play within their game and never push themselves to do something that they might have the impulse to go for something that just
you really just got to pick your spots.
Game plan is important.
Hole 6 is a par 4, big long one. You're going with a big hyzer off the tee, righty or lefty. Just stay in bounds, and then you've got your decision time after that to go for the green or to make another layup and play for 4. This is as you said, hardest hole in the course, right?
Yep, 4.64 average. So I mean, playing closer to a kind of easy par 5, more so than really, really difficult par 4. And we're actually in the A placement today, which is there's 2 basket placements. One that's a little bit further to the right, one that's a little bit further to the left.
This one's certainly the more difficult of the 2.
You think so?
I think so. It's right closer to the OB. It's further in total distance.
Okay. I mean, the distance isn't that big of an issue because they're both about within 15 feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a little bit longer. And it's a little bit further left. I thought that it might be a little bit easier just because it allows the players to hyzer into the green, a little bit more safety, but...
Maybe so. I think it brings in that long OB, though, a lot more.
Yeah. And the tee shot's pretty much the That's the easy part in this hole.
Mm-hmm.
It's the decision if you're going to go big or try to lay up.
Like a little short to me.
Oh, and man, it looked like Kevin was maybe trying to play the layup.
I don't know. I think he was trying to go, but I think he put a little too much hyzer on the disc.
Yeah, conservative go.
Up there is one of the only spots where I'm seeing a consistent skip on this course. If you come in short, right when you don't want to skip. And in general, this hasn't been a very skippy place, but I've been seeing a lot there.
Oh,
and
wow.
look at that shot. Garrett's going to have no problem.
And he hit pretty much the sleeve of the other basket position, and he is going to be parked. Wow, he's going to be 2 under through the hardest stretch in the course by far. It's really impressive golf.
That is cool. Uh-oh. This is not going to skip. That's a bad mistake, obviously. He will hardly get to move up at all. And Gregg, plenty of height. If it has the distance, it's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Too much. Perfect. Incredible shot.
Dialed in.
This is 900 feet. 2 shots.
Yep.
Parked.
And that tee shot, you're not going 450 off the tee. So you're leaving yourself closer to 500.
Yeah, it's a big shot. And here is Emerson. Big moment for him. Gotta be close here.
Yeah. Rough start for him, so he really needs to be able to get up and down for this bogey.
Sit down.
And that's going to
Dang
crawl
it.
OB again.
At least he's going to have a tap in, but ouch.
Yep. Best part about Kevin Jones' game is attitude.
Yeah, he does have a good attitude. I agree.
Former college football player, I believe he was a kicker,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been there in sport his whole life, just like pretty much most of all these guys here. But you know, having a good attitude is going to take you so far in the sport, and Kevin definitely shows that attitude on the course every time. I mean, he's got the passion, but he knows how to
He's in
keep it in
control.
perspective. Yeah, and for a younger player, I think he's 21 or 22.
Yeah.
To have that understood, it kind of reminds me of like Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
In a way. You know,
Yeah.
Jordan Spieth just says all the right things when he was 20 years old. You're just like, come on, man. Like, say something immature. Like, say something that like makes me think that you're just a young, dumb kid.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there, like writing down things that Jordan says, and I'm like, oh, that's really,
genius.
Yeah, that's a really good way of looking at life, man. Awesome. That's healthy.
Hole 7, par 3, 275, right up the middle. OB Creek on the left, OB Road on the right. Plenty of trees, but really you just need to go with a dead straight shot. Forehand, backhand, whatever you want to do. Try to keep it really straight. Get it somewhere up in here next to these 2 big trees on the right. Those are in the circle, and you're likely to make the putt from there.
And this hole kind of brings a little bit of a sense of relief from the last 3 holes. It's the second easiest on the course. On other days, it was the easiest hole. But it's certainly one where you're thinking birdie is in play.
Oh, yeah.
You know, every time you step up, you know, you feel like birdie is definitely, bogey doesn't really cross your mind, although it's definitely there with the creek there on the left. But these other holes, it's like, man, par would be great.
Is that a Rhino?
I believe so, yeah.
That's cool.
Old school DX Rhino.
And I played with Kevin earlier this week, and he went forehand. So this is a little switch in the game plan.
And I believe that is jokery.
Emerson getting overstable quick. Good reaction, actually.
Yeah, I think that didn't really hurt his distance. He was already at circle's edge. He was just going to skip further away, and I think that kept him right there inside the circle.
Woo! Good shot by Kevin there.
Looked like the same disc he threw off the tee. Just try it again. So Emerson outside the circle, actually. Doesn't matter. Second
Perfect.
putt outside the circle for Emerson.
Give him another SloMez.
Oh, yeah, he deserves that big time.
Look at that, staring it down. he knew the whole time. Garrett wide right. Gregg with a good birdie there. And Kevin with a nice par save pending this putt. Hole 8 is a difficult par 4 coming in at 793 feet. You've got to make it through the gap and over the creek to be in bounds. Everything short of there is going to a drop zone with penalty. Try to find yourself in the middle of this field after a big crush, and then you've got to go to this very scary green. Water on both sides, sloping away. Anything past the stump is a pretty nice second shot. Put yourself in a position where you might be able to take a run at the basket.
And we got the 4th hardest hole here. So this last 5 holes, you got the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th hardest holes in the course.
Yeah.
Which isn't like saying it on a normal disc golf course. We're talking on a really one of the more difficult courses on tour.
Yeah, the front nine's not messing around.
No.
Out at Eureka Lake.
It's bringing it strong and fast and consistent. And
Good turn. Good turn.
Wow, that is really leaning on some trust there from Emerson. Beautiful shot there. Using all of the fairway. Bye-bye.
That is a crush.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh.
I wonder if he'll make it past the stump too.
I think he'll be throwing his mini from there.
Holy cow, that's far.
I think he was the one that said bye-bye as it came out of his hand.
Well, when you know, you know. Kev going high as her bomb.
Going for the Simon Eagle Kevin line. I'm going to call it the Kevin line.
Yeah.
He's the one that did it.
Yeah.
That is a massive hyzer. Holy moly. And Emerson with a great shot. Not as far as Kevin's hyzer.
Insane, right? Because he went turn.
Yeah, he threw full
over.
turn the whole time. Incredible drives from our chase card. Wow. Yeah, and you knew that was a bit short. You got to get it up, and it's so scary. You put the height on it, you are going in the water if you don't control it perfect, and tends to leave a lot of shots coming up short.
Don't hook up too much.
Well,
Solid.
I think he threw that rhino again.
I think he did.
Which is crazy to think that he would be in forehand putter range off the tee.
His putter range is far. But
Yeah, that's true.
This is an insane drive. Uh-oh.
Good kick.
Good kick. There's water over there.
There is. I don't know if that was going to make it to it, but he was definitely pushing it.
I don't think any of us want to find out. Oh, he almost goes for another one.
Well, he definitely went for it.
Almost strikes another one home.
Yep.
That was a good effort.
Okay.
Wow.
Emerson from 60, no. Kevin Jones, 49. Yup.
Great putt.
Yeah, he knew it out of his hand. He was already walking it in. Oh, goodness. 4 great drives, and maybe not the 4 greatest approach shots.
No.
But we did get to see one highlight putt.
Gotta see a birdie. That's rare.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to think, if you see where Gregg is, the pin used to be another 15, 20 feet behind him.
Ludicrous.
And we're talking about the 4th hardest hole in this course, and it's 55, 60 feet shorter.
Yeah, it was insane.
It was so difficult. It was so hard.
Hole 9, the bridge hole. Par 3, 354, going downhill to an island green. You got to hit the tunnel that's created by the bridge, get out here over this land, and hopefully fade to the left. The green is biggest on the left side. As you can see, the wall is not the border on the short side, so clearing the wall is not enough. You've got to get past the string line. If you don't find the green, you're going to the drop zone, and things are getting bad.
This kind of starts off a series of holes where you feel like you can go 4 twos in a row if you get things going. And Kevin is starting off the Birdie Festival with a great tee shot there.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
Well, if it goes in the hole, it is.
Oh, no.
Good break, though. Oh, that's out of bounds?
No, yeah, that's all out of bounds, man. It's
Oh,
an island hole.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't lay up.
I didn't know you couldn't lay up. Okay, all right. And years prior, you did have that option.
Yeah, there used to be a little bubble around the bottom.
Right.
It's gone.
And Emerson doing the good thing of keeping it wide, just not having enough fade there at the end to get back in balance. Garrett's going for that safe area off to the left that you were talking about.
Got it. Man, I'm glad you never tried to lay up out there. That would have been a rude awakening.
No, I will never lay up on this hole. I've got redemption.
Could you imagine if you just stepped up and laid up like, it's all good, and everyone's like, germ? Like, that is the worst shot we've ever seen. What do you mean, dude? What do you mean?
And Gregg's in bounds. Emerson, that needs to get up. Needs a scoot.
He's got to play from the drop zone again.
Oh, man.
Calls provisional. That's smart.
He's got to get down in a hurry. He's got to get down in a hurry.
Okay. Garrett from 45, maybe?
Yeah.
Just a little outside. Gregg to save, and no. Not going Gregg's way right now.
No, he definitely had attack mode to start the round, and at this point, you've got to think there's really no chance to make that run that he was looking for. 2 double bogeys in the front.
Emerson makes triple. Garrett looking at a par. And Kevin really kind of starting to separate himself here a little these last few holes.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get a run going.
Well, separate himself maybe from Emerson, but Garrett's out right there
No,
at
it's
17
true.
as
They're
well.
still real close, but Kevin's kind of building something here, I feel like. With
Sure,
back-to-back birdies.
Yep.
There you have it. Front 9 coverage in the books. Leading the way, Garrett and Kevin with 28s. Emerson and Gregg considerably off the pace in the mid-30s. Here's a little check-in. What's going on after 9 holes? It's a tie at the top.
Wow. We've got some really awesome action. A lot of action going on. Make sure you check us out for the back 9 of the last round of 2018 Ledgestone Open.
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our Ledgestone coverage. Felt great to get back in the booth with this big galoot. We got a couple Discraft buzzes to give away, signed by both of us. If you want to win Greenie, comment on the front 9.
If you want to win Bluey, comment on the back 9. We've actually done some research, and only 63.4% of you guys are actually subscribed to this. Subscribe to this, man. Give yourself a chance to win these discs. Leave a comment. We really appreciate it.
And they still don't know they can comment on both videos.
I know, it's crazy.